Kelly Ripa and the liquor store in Somers Point, New Jersey. Headline: Kelly Ripa raises concerns over Somers Point liquor store activities. In recent days, Kelly Ripa, the longtime television personality and co-host of the show Live with Kelly and Mark, has drawn public attention to a local liquor store in Somers Point, New Jersey. The matter, initially understated, has since gained traction among residents and local businesses, raising questions about regulations, community standards, and the role of public figures in highlighting local issues. Initial spark and context. The matter surfaced when Ripa addressed the business during a broadcast portion of her show, referencing the store in Somers Point. The segment generated immediate response on social media and within the community. According to local news coverage, the item appeared in the entertainment news sections of New Jersey outlets. Somers Point lies on the Jersey Shore, and the business in question is a liquor store in that municipality. The exact nature of Ripa's commentary at first was not entirely clear. Some reports suggest she raised questions about operational hours, service practices, or customer interactions, though full specifics remain somewhat hazy. Community reaction. In Somers Point and the surrounding region, the response has been mixed. Some business owners and residents have expressed support for the spotlight, noting that the presence of a high-profile figure such as Ripa helps draw attention to concerns that might otherwise remain quiet. Others view the matter more cautiously, worrying about vocal criticism from a celebrity potentially impacting an individual business unfairly. Several locals took to social platforms to discuss the issue, noting both how unusual it is for a national television figure to cite a small shore town business and how it speaks to perceived broader issues around liquor store operations in resort towns. Some community members voiced concern that the commentary could harm local reputation or lead to unintended consequences for the business and its employees. Business owners' position. The liquor store at the center of the discourse has not released a detailed public statement, at least not one widely covered by major press outlets, by the time this report was prepared. It is unclear whether any formal investigation or regulatory review has been triggered by Ripa's remarks or ensuing public attention. However, in the background, liquor license holders in New Jersey are subject to state and local regulation, hours of operation, sale of alcoholic beverages, age verification, signage, and location zoning all fall under oversight. The fact that this particular store is being referenced publicly suggests it may raise questions in one or more of these areas, or it may simply be a matter of miscommunication or goodwill commentary. Regulatory environment. In New Jersey, the sale of alcoholic beverages is governed by the Division of Alcoholic Beverage Control, ABC, and local municipal licensing boards. Retail liquor store licenses require adherence to hours and conditions laid out in state statute and local ordinances. Municipalities such as Somers Point may also have additional zoning or neighborhood use restrictions, particularly relevant in shore towns where tourism, seasonal traffic, and local nightlife are factors. If the commentary by Kelly Ripa involves alleged violations or questionable business practices, those would ordinarily fall under ABC jurisdiction or local police/municipal oversight. That said, unless a formal complaint is filed or a local regulatory body initiates review, it remains primarily a matter of public discussion rather than regulatory enforcement, even if public perception might shift. Broader significance. While on the surface this may appear as a localized spat or anecdotal event, it touches on larger themes in coastal communities and the retail liquor industry. Tourism and retail dynamics. Shore towns like Somers Point frequently deal with a fluctuating population, particularly during summer months, which can impact higher volume retail operations, including liquor stores. Issues like late-night hours, parking, litter, noise, and transient clientele are often raised by residents. Celebrity and local business. When a well-known media figure like Kelly Ripa brings attention to a small, local business, the impact can be disproportionate. The business may face reputational scrutiny that it had not sought or anticipated. The nature of Ripa's remarks, whether supportive, critical, or neutral, can influence local perception strongly. Community expectations. Local residents often expect businesses, especially those that sell alcoholic beverages, to balance commercial interests with community standards. Licensing rules assume this balancing act. In a shore-town context, with enhanced nightlife and visitor traffic, this balancing becomes more complex. Media amplification. A comment from a national television personality instantly becomes a story because of media appetite for celebrity-driven local interest narratives. The story may evolve not because of new policy changes, but because of the visibility granted by Ripa's mention. Possible outcomes. Given the situation as reported so far, several pathways forward exist. 1. Business response. The liquor store owner could respond publicly or privately, offering clarification, adjustments to operations, or community outreach. A proactive stance could help mitigate reputational risk. 2. Regulatory review. A local municipal board or state agency could initiate a review if there is evidence of violation of licensing terms or zoning rules. Even if no violation occurred, the public attention might prompt a routine inspection. 3. Community business dialogue. Local residents, business associations, and municipal officials might host a forum to discuss expectations of retail liquor outlets in the shore-town environment, hours, noise, traffic, signage, access, and reaffirm commitments to community standards. 4. Ongoing media coverage. Given the involvement of Kelly Ripa and the connection to a recognizable town, the story has potential to develop further, especially if new facts emerge or the business takes a visible stance. What remains unclear? Much of the story remains opaque. Specifically, the exact nature of Ripa's remarks. While sources cite that she called out the liquor store in Summers Point, the precise content, whether criticism, support, or simple mention, is not fully documented in accessible summaries. Whether the store has been formally charged or cited by regulators. The identity of the liquor store, the owner's perspective, and any internal changes made in response. The full reaction of the town government of Summers Point or relevant regulatory agencies. Local implications. For Summers Point, this incident serves as a reminder of how national-level attention can descend on local businesses and issues. The town's image as a shore community and its business environment depend in part on maintaining good relations among retailers, residents, and regulatory authorities. Local merchants may feel added pressure to ensure compliance and good standing. Residents may interpret the story as a sign that local oversight is working, or conversely, may view it as a failure if they believe business operations negatively affect quality of life.